Welcome to Oh My Bull. We happy to be here, but oh my God, oh it hurts. It hurts so bad. The rain just came and washed them all away. Gave us a nice 30-point drubbing. You know, I had to wait till the next day to do this, so tears are gone. Now I can talk to y'all sensibly. So, once again, you got your boy John Jay with my guy.
Your boy D Snow from the Goers in the house. I started to wear a bag over my head, but hey, sometimes you make bad predictions, man. I was sipping the Kool-Aid. I was excited, and we all got brought back down to earth. They let the air out our balloon last night, man. That was tough, man.
Yeah, they did, man, and it wasn't even Giannis. Giannis had an efficient game, but the others came to play. That damn Grayson Allen. He came in the hated territory.
Shout out to Grayson Allen, man. The biggest thing, like I was telling you off air, it's amazing how a young kid like that, second year in the league, all the turmoil because of what happened with Caruso and the injury and stuff like that. About 34 seasons, I'm sorry, please forgive me. But, but the way the crowd and everybody's against him, about people in the media, everybody talking about how, maybe the boys are going to try to hurt him. For that kid to play so poised the way he did last night, somebody got in his ear and said, look, hey, Middleton's out. This is your chance to step up and be a part of this team. Somebody told him, and he stepped up and he rose to the occasion. And it was exciting to see a kid from Jacksonville, that a lot of people don't like. I'm a real hooper, and I love the villain, and it was kind of cool seeing him do his thing, even though, everybody was against him. He really was hooping.
Yeah, he did. Unfortunately, he did. I've not been a fan of his ever since the Duke years. Tripping and, certain things I just can't get behind. But he did his thing. And if you remember, after game one, I made a comment how surprised I was that Coach Bud went small with us. He showed a lot of respect in going small whenever Billy Donovan went with the small ball lineups. Last night, he said to hell with that. And I saw what I was expecting to see from the beginning. He went with three bigs. He said, okay, Middleton gone. We finna come with these monsters. Bobby Portis was on Alex Caruso. What the hell are we supposed to do with that?
Hey, I didn't see Caruso doing this last night, but Bobby did. Bobby with the Horace Grant goggles came out there and put on the show. He out there shimmying and it hurts when it's a player that we drafted out there going crazy against us.
Somebody we didn't want to lose in the first place.
18 and 16, man. I was a big Bobby Portis fan. I hated to lose him. Grayson Allen played well last night, but he was the determining factor. If he wasn't out there, it's a different game. He flat out hooped last night.
Yeah, I hated to lose Bobby Portis when we did. In my opinion, he was always our Sheed. He was this age Rasheed Wallace. And I still think he is. And now he got the ring with Milwaukee. He is that for them. The Rasheed that we thought was going to show up finally came out, and he is balling.
You know what? But you know what? I don't think Sheed ever had the charisma that Bobby has.
He got angry a lot.
He got angry, but he wasn't like Bobby's cool. Bobby, he's that guy that if you saw him at the bar, he's buying the whole bar. He's buying everybody a drink. He's going to high five guys. Bobby's that guy. He was cool, but he might, depending on the moment, he didn't want to be Bob.
Well, Bobby got that too. If you recall the Nico Mirotic, Bobby broke his eye bone.
And we still never really got the full story of what that was about.
Yeah, but from what they say, Mirotic was a bit of a jokester, and he kept pushing, and Bobby was like, "Not today, not today."
Hey, OG
not
Bobby,
today,
man.
And eventually, but
OG
not
Bobby,
today.
man. And I remember when it was the whole conversation of who we're going to let go, and I was not happy we let Bobby go.
Yeah,
I was not happy, especially because we don't even have Mirotic anymore. He's not even on the team. Even though I'm not gonna lie, man, I forgot about Mirotic, man. That guy did give us some good minutes, man. When he was a Bull,
he was a bucket. But when we lost, matter of fact, I'm looking at your background, and when we lost Bobby Portis, that is a prime example of how we felt. If you could just sidestep and show that right there, losing Bobby Portis and what Bobby Portis did to us last night, that was Chicago. Yeah.
Tears, man. It was tough last. I mean. And it was from start to finish. I mean, they came out there with a belt, and they put us over their knee, and they said, "This is the last game, and we want to go ahead and put y'all in y'all place because y'all were 0-6 against us on the season, and y'all got one. So we want to go ahead and let y'all see what it's really like." And before we go further, I feel like it's so many bad things. I want to go over the positive things for the Bulls from last night. Okay, I'm finished.
I was about to say, you had some? You know one thing that irks me to a T, and I saw it too much the second half of the season, and I saw it so much last night. And I had mentioned it once before about when we're down and we face that adversity, there is no fight to come back out of it. They just say, all right, better luck tomorrow. Every shot that goes up, the team is running back on defense thinking it's going down. No one is crashing the boards. Even Zach. I love Zach. But Zach will put up a shot and turn and run back on D. Or Zach will get a non-call and will sit there and argue the call while the game is being played. Those are things that a $200 million superstar are supposed to be focused on. They're not supposed to have those mental lapses. I can understand some turnovers here and there, even some bad shots here and there. But hustle. I don't care who you are. Hustle is step one. Everybody should be able to do that. Run for a rebound. When the last time Zach had an emphatic dunk? It hasn't been in the playoffs. He had some in the end of the season.
That's what I mean. But usually every game he gets at least one or two.
But I'll give him a pass on some of the athletic stuff because of the injuries and whatnot.
Oh,
but
man.
It's the work. It's the work. It's the lack of work.
Did you see him rubbing that knee last night? He was rubbing that exact knee last night, the left one. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh man, this kid is fighting through injury. And that's why I'm not gonna ride him that bad, because I really do believe he's fighting through injury, because
he is, without a doubt.
Because at first I thought, I'm like, man, he looked like a deer in headlights, but I'm like, nah, he just knows what he can and can't do.
And I tell you what else, that man has played a lot of basketball, more than he's ever played. When you include this season and then the Team USA last season, he's been playing nonstop hoops. And granted, I know your Devin Bookers and your Middletons and Drew Holidays, they all played, but they've all been hurt. They've all been hurt.
Hey, dang, everybody, that's true.
Everybody that was on that team, that is a lot of bad. KD, Booker, Holiday, everyone has gotten hurt. So I give them a pass. That they've played a lot of basketball. But still, as long as you out there, I expect you to work.
Well, what happened to dudes though? Like I don't understand. It's like bodies are breaking down easy. It's weird. Like, how is medicine better? But dudes the injuries are crazy these days.
Well, you got fewer practices, The league has gotten softer, and they're not cracking down on much,
they're not hard out there.
You got the new union agreements that say we only need to do X amount of practices between NFL and NBA. You're getting a lot of injuries in NFL also from it.
The funny thing from back in the day was it wasn't nothing like they bring one of them old school coaches. You look up, nobody on the team that had names on the back of their jerseys. That's what you knew. Like, oh yeah, they trying to whip them boys in the show.
Nah, for real. For real. It's crazy. The traveling cocaine circus that Mike talked about, they was in better shape.
Look, from what it looked like when that Showtime show, that was magic now. Man, they was, boy. And I got to talk about this, man, because I called it, and he showed up at first. He showed us some little sparks, but last night that man disappeared. Pat was 0 for 9.
He got bullied a lot. I saw him. First thing I thought about was whenever this season is over with, and I'm not saying we over in 5 or whatever the case, but whenever this season is over with, everybody has their exit meeting on what you need to work on this summer. Pat, go put some weight on. If you're gonna play that 4, put some weight on.
Yeah, got to. You got to. I mean, let's run down some stats so we can, because we're gonna get ready for the next game. We're gonna run it down real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Debo 4-9, Zach 6-8. I mean, Vooch the only one really played last night. Only thing I didn't like, he was 3-9 from 3. Caruso 1 assist after coming off a 10 assist game. Kobe with another dud, 2 for 5, 1 assist from 3. The best thing about us has been our defense. I mean, last night they shot 47%. So we got to get back to doing what we do the best. Because like we've been talking about, Giannis didn't. It was weird last night. There was a weird aura.
And they're still not shooting the ball good in Milwaukee.
I thought we were going to be just on this on-point team. It was weird last night how they came out. It's like they had a game plan and it worked. I mean, because, think about it. Debo only put up 9 shots. That's weird. But that's just the defense they played on. They were swarming.
I'm going to tell you that Monstars lineup. Bobby Portis at the 3.
And did you see what I was telling you about, every time he gets the ball, every buck he gets, oh, man, he working lunch pail. He ain't never, unless he's shooting that little jump shot at the free throw line, oh, man, they are all over that boy.
He come with an up and under, fake one guy, the one guy go up, he come down, it's another one right there in his face.
They waiting. They willing to let somebody else shoot. And then they're so tall, it's hard to pass over there,
mm-hmm.
And then once you throw it too far, Giannis taking it. It's every time. It's like, man, you throw that long pass, oh, he getting that.
Yeah. So we gotta get somebody in foul trouble this next game. That 3 big lineup, we can't do nothing with that. We got to get them in foul trouble. Because the speed, they not getting past them. I would say if you got some speed and some passing, if Lonzo was out there, he can pass out of that, but he not. And no one right now is good enough for ball handler to break these guys down. Kobe tried, DeMar get close, but they got a wall out there in that paint, and nobody is knocking. We got the shots. They giving us plenty of 3-point looks. Nobody knocking them down. Plain and simple. It's killing us.
The only thing I hate is
Milwaukee is not hitting shots.
Look, the only thing I hate is we both said it was going to go 5, but because of the aggression of us, that one game we won, it pushed our minds into another round.
Ain't it?
When
we expected to win.
It's going 5, just like we said.
we expected one win, but when we got the win, it looked so good. We like, we can get some more.
Man, this is like that kid that sneaked that one cookie and try to go get some more, and all of a sudden you get caught.
Yeah. But what makes me so angry is because we can get more wins. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to beat them. They are still shooting horribly. Milwaukee shot 39% last night. 39%. 26% from the 3. They was 9 of 34 from the 3. We're out shooting them, but we can't put the shots up.
We talked about this before. Teams that are used to losing find a way to lose. Teams that are used to winning find a way to win. Plus that championship aura, that championship funk that's still on you. It gives you a little bit extra push when those games get a little close because y'all the champs. Y'all been through the dirt together. Y'all then beat everybody. So against these little bulls, it's like, okay, yeah, we took a little shot on the chin from them, but they not scared of us, bro.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, they shot better.
They look at us as a stepping stone to get to the next level, bro. They don't even look at us as competition.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I mean, and it's the truth. I think we got a good team, but we just injuries and missing key pieces,
Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, I was wrong. They shot a little bit better, but still they not shooting very well. But they didn't turn the ball over much.
47% ain't bad.
That was their best shooting night, but they're still not shooting that great, but we're shooting 10 times worse.
We gave up 111 points. We can't do that and win. That's you're not gonna win giving up 111. And then we gave up 33 the first quarter. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, the first quarter and the third quarter, we got ran out both.
And that's the big thing too. I mean, if they're gonna spread it out like they did and have 16, 18, 18, 22, I mean, ain't nothing we can do. But just keep playing defense. I hope they miss shots. I mean, they were shooting. Everybody shot well for them last night.
Man, everybody need to be out there at the UC right now shooting.
I don't see Grayson Allen having another 22 and 6, 5 for 7 from 3 games. We'll see. We'll see if he can follow that because that kid Bane has been showing me something. I mean, out of the blue, he's been hooping every game. So you never know. guys can't just step up out the blue and show you who they are in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can. Hopefully, this is Donovan's chance to show us he can coach too. Show us some changes. Show us some things you're going to do to counteract what they're doing to us, because they had a game plan and it worked.
Yep. Now what you got? No doubt. I'm with you on that. It's time to see what that strategy, because this team is beatable, and if it looks bleak for us right now, but if we can't beat them, I don't see them beating Boston, Milwaukee.
Yeah,
they're a shell of themselves right now. We should be.
But see, we could say that when we all thought that the Nets was going to lease. We didn't see what's happening over there, like how the Nets we thought it was going to be way more fight. And for the fact that, there's a logical chance that they could sweep the Nets out of the playoffs. After everything we saw, KD was inches away from going to the finals last year. Inches. So, but let's go predictions, man. I'm predicting a better game. I think that was a demoralizing loss, man. Unless, especially if Zach's hurt. If Zach is not okay, the knee is not okay, it's going to be tough for us to come out there and give the full fight that we need to give, especially after the way we just lost that game. Because that's the thing about these series. It can go, both ways, or it can just get crazy out the blue like we saw last night. Because, we were not in that game at all. That was a hard game to watch. That gave you zero excitement for the next game. You felt like, man, what are we doing here? I saw you say, this is the Bulls from, the second half of the other day they played like the Bulls from the beginning of the season. Then they
regressed the very next night.
Didn't they, remember I told you how they take no shots on the chin? They took that shot on the chin last night and laid it down at home. And that's the thing that's demoralizing. To lose like that at home after fighting the way we did on the road.
The worst home playoff loss ever.
Wow, I didn't know that.
30 piece.
Wow.
We never got beat by 30 at home in the playoffs.
Oh, and with DeMarcus, whatever his name is, Giannis' little brother. Oh my goodness,
Thanasis, yeah, he bodied Pat. Pat took a beating. Pat took a beating.
That was the cherry on top. And that's the thing. At least Pat didn't put his head in the ground and go hide. He kept playing all night. I've seen the best of him, have nights like that. It happens. It's all about how do you play the next game. So we'll see. We'll see how Pat comes back and what he's going to do, because we all know he's a good player. I knew this moment was going to be big for him. I knew playing him too many minutes was going to probably expose him. I said that, and they played him a lot of minutes last game, and he played well, so they tried to double back. And, at the end of the day, you got to remember he's a kid still. Don't overplay his hand, and he hasn't played a lot. We don't want to break his psyche either. Let's baby step him in,
I wish, I know it's impossible now, but I wish we could have got some minutes throughout the season from Simonovic, the kid that it was back and forth between the G League, that it came over from Serbia, I think it was.
I remember seeing
big
that
guy with a versatile game. Like I say, I don't expect nothing from him right now. He ain't played a whole season. It's not going to put him out there. But
hopefully he's our next Tony Kukoc.
He's got the size that you need right now. I almost wonder if you could have just put him out there for a body, just size. But he might be a liability at this point in his career right now. But, we need Troy Brown, Tristan Thompson, Tony Bradley, Simonovic. We need to be throwing some size out there right now.
Yeah, man. Text your boy Tristan and tell him he needs to go have another one of them combos, man. We need another pep talk, man. Tell your boy we need him to do his thing, because he disappeared last night. He was just hanging out.
He tried to give Grayson Allen a hard foul, but it wasn't hard enough. Grayson Allen ended up scoring on it. Hey,
man, I wish we had enough time to talk about what a hard foul is in today's NBA. It's just sad sometimes watching the text and the stuff that they call. It's just ridiculous, man.
I'm gonna call TT and tell him, go get yourself thrown out the next game.
Yeah, man.
Take somebody with you.
Yeah, man. Fire it up, man. Go ahead and pull Bobby with you. We need him out of there again.
Put Marco in the game and go use 6 fouls real quick. Something.
Real quick.
Tony Bradley, go out there and throw some weight around. Just go out there and just shoulder charge somebody. We'll pay the fine. We'll pay the fine.
Has he graced the court?
He played 6 minutes. But, you know, it was a blowout. It was a blowout. He scored 10 points, but, you know, it was garbage time.
Yeah, he's just a body right now. That's how they're looking at him. And that's sad because we can use his height, but he's slow, though. He's slow. And the way Giannis, when Giannis is going, yeah, he'll be a highlight. he'll be a highlight. We'll see that boy on.
Yeah, no doubt. And real quick, before I interrupt you,
how much they believe in Pat. But go ahead.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you real quick, but while I'm thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen, we work hard to bring you these shows, to get you the best content, and we're gonna keep progressing, trying to make it better and better. But in the meantime, help us out. Like, subscribe, comment, share. This helps us out, man. It's a free platform. Anybody can watch. You don't have to pay a cent. The best thing you could do to help us out is like, comment, share, subscribe. That tells YouTube to work with us, and that helps us get you the best content. So, yeah, make sure I throw that out there.
Hey, support the home team, man. We out here bringing y'all some good commentary, you know, bringing back that love for the Bulls we all used to have. And, hey, support us, you know.
Yeah.
It's time to, you know, it's time to get this thing started again. This is the beginning of a yearly thing of the Bulls being back in it, you know. So,
yeah. And we're going
to be out here bringing y'all good content.
For those of y'all that don't know how it works, YouTube runs off an algorithm, and it needs those likes and subscriptions to know who to advertise the show to. So each one of y'all liking and subscribing, YouTube is going to put that in the algorithm and figure out who else to push it to. So help us out. We're going to keep bringing you content. And if it's something that you like that we doing, let us know in the comments. If you don't like something we doing, let us know in the comments. If we can make it better, we will. We're going to keep trying to bring you the best content nonstop year round. And even when this season is over, we got off-season plans. So you keep it coming, we keep it coming.
And I'm going to break it down for all the hood homies and everybody that doesn't understand none of that, you know, computer stuff my man just said. So basically, like, share, subscribe. So that way, you know, we can get out there and y'all can see us more and other people can see us more. You know, y'all know how we always support all y'all. Support us back. And we're not begging y'all. We're saying if it's good, like, share, subscribe. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, it's just how the game plays.
That's all. Show love, you know?
No doubt.
Show love, man.
But with that being said, let's before we get out of here, because we ain't gonna take up too much time, but real quick, keys to the game. And tomorrow we have a noon 12 o'clock tip off at the United Center. It's definitely an early game. So what's your keys to the victory tomorrow for the Bulls?
No hanging out tonight. We're at home. It's beautiful. You know how it is in Chicago when the weather gets better. Plus, some of these guys aren't used to the atmosphere of what Chicago gets, how Chicago gets when it's playoff time. They love the team, you know, so don't get caught up out there having fun, doing something you shouldn't be doing. We need to be locked in, getting ready for tomorrow. You know, that's the biggest thing. I need guys to be locked in, ready to go for tomorrow, not having fun. You have fun in the offseason. So that's my keys to the game, seriously.
No doubt. I'm with that. My key to the game is, well, my first key to the game starts before the game. Today, y'all need to be out there shooting. I know DeRozan will. I have no doubt DeRozan going to be out there, but he shouldn't be by himself. There's no reason he should be by himself. Not tonight. I should see 12 guys out there without, honestly, but at least 3 to 5. I need to see them starters out there.
How bad is the ball injury, man? We need ball back.
It sounds like it's been pretty bad. The last couple weeks of the season, they kept trying to test it. They would give him 10 days off and then slowly ramp him up, but he never was without pain. So,
man, we could use that kid, man. It's a different series with him out there.
We totally could. But, I mean, it is what it is. These are the breaks.
Hey, we still love our team. We still love our city. Hopefully we can get one the next game. If not, we predicted to go 5 anyway. You know, but we all get caught up in the emotions. It was fun. It's a roller coaster, and we're going to ride it.
Yeah, no doubt. But like I say, my other key to the victory tomorrow is just heart, man. Play with some heart. Play with some passion. You know, protect your home. You at the crib. You just got smacked for the worst loss, the worst home playoff loss in Bulls history. And we got a storied history. We can't let that ride, man. You can't just let somebody come into your crib and smack you in the mouth, man. No, that's not how Chicago works. So I just want to see some aggression, see some heart, man. I want to see aggression.
We can never have another game where Debo, Zach, and Pat combine for 19 points. That's just outrageous. That can't never happen again in Bulls history. You know, it's it can't never happen again, you know. So, hey, I'm excited, man. It's great playoffs. It's fun to be here, no matter what. We're a little down because we love seeing our team win, but hey, it's all good. Saturday, it's a beautiful day. You know, everybody have a great day. Get ready for tomorrow's game, 12 o'clock game tomorrow. So, hey, I'm excited.
Yeah, no doubt. And I got one more last question before we get out of here. And I'm going to ask this to D Snow, and I'm also asking you, the audience. So if you're listening right now, have your trigger fingers ready to answer in the comments.
Cubs beat Pirates 21-0. Oh, I hope that rub off on the Bulls.
Somebody doing good in Chicago. Hallelujah. Yeah. But
go Cubs.
My last question before we get up out of here. Do you think the Bulls still have a shot at this series?
No. The only reason why is because of the injury bug. The injury bug is hitting us. Zach doesn't look good. Debo is taking a beating every game. Pat just went 0 for 9. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how we look tomorrow. But, because of the injuries, because we're not at full strength, and, that big lineup is, like you said, that big lineup is tough. There's nothing we can do against that if they run that every game. So it's just, we both know it's chess, in the playoffs doing those scores. And right now, they got our queen. So what you think?
Yeah, I think it can happen. Milwaukee is not as good as they normally are. They are still not playing their best right now. But we playing so much worse, it doesn't matter. So can we turn it around? I believe it's possible, but it's not likely.
Well,
they've shown me nothing to give me faith in thinking that they can turn it around after hitting this wall like they did. So no, I think it's a wrap.
Milwaukee is Thorn Ridge back in the day when you went there, and we
went to the Wood.
TF
I went to the Wood.
TF Yeah, I forgot you went to the Wood.
I went to the Wood.
All your
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Please forgive me. Yeah, I meant the Wood. I meant the Wood.
Hush your mouth.
School, my brother, you, all my guys. So I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
I
meant the Wood.
T-Birds up in here.
They the Wood, and we TF South. For real. They not scared of us.
Cause the Wood, we hoop. We hooped at the Wood. We wasn't scared of nobody. We hooped at the Wood.
Shout out to King Buckley.
We hooped at the Wood. King Buckley, Eddie Curry, Justin Williams. Man, we hooped at the Wood, man.
Hey, man.
That's one thing we got.
Hey, those were some good years, man. I went downstate every year with them. That was a nice ride, man. That was fun, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to Thornwood, man.
No doubt. Class of 2000 Thornwood. And matter of fact, we got because of COVID and all that, we got an extra late 20 year this summer, actually.
Oh, man. Hey, man, you got to get some good footage while you there, man. We see everybody because, man, y'all had a good class of people that, man, ask Eddie what happened to that 50 million.
No doubt. if you listening to this show and you from that Thornwood class, hit me with a OO in the comments.
I know y'all remember me, man. I was at all the games. I was hanging out. I went to everywhere with y'all, man. Those were the good days, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to the Wood.
So, yeah, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that little gold bell to turn on your notifications. So that way, whenever we drop something, YouTube going to be like, hey, knock, 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 knock. Oh, my bull got something for you. And with that being said, we out.
My bull.